Hi guys, thank you for checking the channel out. If this is your first time, please do hit that like and subscribe button and don't forget to ring the bell to turn notifications. Now, as you've guessed by the video title, Fortnite needs changes. Now, Epic does a great job generally, but I think with a few little tweaks, things could become even better. Now, in the recent 7.20 update, the changes that they made were that they introduced glider redeploy, and it was an item, and they changed the stack sizes to mini shields. Now, I'll start off with glider redeploy. I'll be honest, I loved it. I was disappointed to see it leave. I know there's some that were really vocal on it being, bad for the game, but that's because streamers, in my opinion, who were most vocal about it were, thinking that, in their opinion, that people could just keep building up and just fly away out of trouble. That's just not true. I've seen people use jump pads and even rifts when glider redeploy was disabled, and they would get heavily hit or even downed out of the air. So it wasn't just a get out of jail free card. Now, people who tried to glide away from a build battle could be, heard by somebody and get shot in the air, and then they were completely vulnerable. They didn't have a way to shoot back or anything, and then once that person had lasered them, they'd be able to then chase them before they'd probably kill their opponent. Now, whilst I'm glad glider redeploy is back, I think Epic need to just make one more tweak, and then I think it'll be more perfect. Now, that tweak is to remove the actual glider redeploy as an item and give everybody 10 charges at the start of a match, and that's all you get. Once you're done with your 10 charges, finished. No recharges for killing like X amount of people, 10 charges and you're done for the whole match. Epic, can take it out as an item and put a symbol under the mini map for it, just like you do when you see people's kill numbers and how many people are left in the match. The way it currently works as an item, it forces you to choose between a pretty limited 5-slot loadout. It also makes a lot more sense having it how I recommend, because everybody's got the exact same glider redeploy, and it wouldn't really cause any issues for people, because especially now with the latest update, they've reduced the spawn rate of quad crashes, and they've also reduced the X4 Stormwing spawns, and you can really badly get caught in the Storm RNG and get left with grey inventory and barely any mats. So it would be really good if they just gave everybody the 10 charges at the beginning of a match, and that's all you get. Now, moving on to the next thing that I mentioned about mini shield stack sizes, it's really clear Epic didn't think this over at all. When Epic made it possible to carry 3 large shields, somebody must have gone, hey, why not make it so that mini shields and big shields give you the same amount? 150 shield for both. And they probably got a pat on the back, and yeah, that's a great idea, but no, not great thinking at all. It seems like somebody at Epic forgot that you can only get to a maximum of 50 shield with minis. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can never go above a maximum of 50 shields, no matter how many minis you have in your inventory. Now, I really recommend people tweet at Epic about this and share the video to them so they can be made aware of how bad this actually is. I think Epic should just do one of two things: either change the mini shields stack size back to 10 and keep the 50 shields maximum cap, or remove the cap to 50 shield and keep the stack size to 6. For 150 shield that they wanted the balance and the symmetry of, that's fine. I'm fine with either, but like I said, you can't at the moment go above 50 shields, so you're either forced to carry 3 big shields, which takes so long to get off sometimes in the middle of a fight, and you guys will know if you've been in build battles how important mini shields are to quickly get off, just that little extra health. So having you know, a quick breather in between, building a little bit, it would be so much better. So please do share that out. Now, the next thing I think Epic could really do to improve Fortnite on consoles is to give, you know, players a completely new slider to set edit sensitivity, and not have it linked to the building sensitivity like it is right now. I don't know whose idea it was to make this change, but I thought Epic would have learned this lesson already when they introduced building sensitivity separate from the aiming sensitivity. You know, right now I, you know, had to slow down my building sensitivity because I couldn't edit as cleanly, you know. So Epic, if they add this new slider in just to separate the edit sensitivity when you go into that editing menu, you know, which should be completely possible because the building, you know, sensitivity is now separate from the aiming sensitivity. I don't, you know, I'm not a developer, I don't really know what technical issues there might be, but I think, you know, Epic, they've got people on the payroll that can do this sort of stuff, so it was definitely something that was overlooked. Now, I think they really need to relook at it. So thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you liked what you saw today, please do like, subscribe, ring that bell and share it with all your buddies, and thank you, and catch you on the next video.